Sorry, it's been a long time. Family life got in the way. However, I just recorded this video, but mic wasn't working, so I'm gonna re-record it faster. So I have 15 examples here. I'm gonna go over it fast. It's gonna take 10-15 minutes. 2 lines is all you need. Is all I need anyway. Then you combine this with IMGOB, SBS, DTFX, ICG, whatever you want. However, me, I like nothing in my trading. The less I do, the better off I am, you know. Let's get started. Appreciate you all for the support as always. Financial disclaimer, please pause, read, understand. PEPETHUGLIFE is not a financial advisor. The 2 lines. Trend line break. However, I'm not trading the trend line break. I used to trade the trade line break back in the day, crypto, a long time ago. But now, no, it's not that. It's the sweep, 2 cases. The sweep of the low that initiated the trend line break, or the low that retested or is the closest to the trend line break. Here's an example on M1. So this works on NAS, on bananas, on crypto, on meme coins that are 1 hour old. As long as there is volume, this is what I look for. Now, don't take my word for it. You go look on your charts. Here, I have examples to illustrate my points. This is trades I take every day, you know. First, for the new ones that are here, SIM. This is not about me trading $1 eval account or me trading 200 funded accounts. This is not about X amount of money or this or that. This is an observation for you to look on your charts. It's not about the trade I take, you know. It's about the 2 lines is all you need. No BS, no 1,000 hours, 1,000 concepts. Very simple. Trendline break, sweep of the low that retested here in that case, and here you see it's IMGOB at extremity also, you know. And then there's a breaker here. On S15 you can really see it, but on S1 or 6 ticks, whatever. This example here, trendline break. Low that initiated the trendline break, get swept. I don't know if it went up or not. This is 5 handles, so this was 8 handles, you know, low hanging fruit. All of this, all you trading around this is up to you, you know. I didn't take this because it was at the open. I hesitated, but then I don't trade the opening bell really. Trendline break. Sweep of the low that retested or is the closest. I'm sure here there was a breaker on S15, S5, S1, whatever. I like breakers for entries. Some people like turtle soup, some people like this or that. I don't care. It's up to you. You know, I'm just sharing that 2 lines is all you need. Then all of the rest, IMDOBs, this and that, is the framework and narrative behind it, you know. But to keep things simple, the 2 lines is all I need, really. Then, because then you have so many different signatures in price, you know. This I had an alert. I was like waiting for this here. Then it hit. So trend line break, sweep of the low that retested the trend line, break. Entry here. There's a breaker on S15, so I waited for breaker confirmation on S15. That's 17 handles. And then it ended up, I remember that trade because a friend of mine was in it for hours. I was like, bro, like this is not about holding to the moon. This is not about the bottom, you know, but it will always give a reaction. And me, I like low hanging fruits. So sheep, this is so it works on all time frames, all assets, all charts, as long as there is volume. You know, if there's no volume, that's a different story. When there is volume, it's what I look for. SHIB H1 chart. So this is not Nasdaq S15. This is SHIB crypto, which has a lot of volume. H1, trendline break, sweep of the low that retested the trend line after break. And here there's a breaker. So the breaker was swift smooth on the way down. Then on the way up, it can be, you know, whatever. Grinch, that's a coin I traded. That was a coin that was 2 hours old at that time, or a few hours old. 1 minute chart here, trend line break, sweep of the low that retested or as the closest. Boom. Here, trend line break, sweep of the low that retested and initiated a displacement after retesting it, or being the closest. Sweep and this. This is a trade I took yesterday. So I just went on screenshots I had on my computer. Just to put it out there. So this is a Solana meme coin. So this is not about finding the next 1000x. That's a different story. Like investing in projects or in coins that you believe will be the biggest meme. This is not that. I like to do this on coins that just come out because they have volume. Of course, I have to put it out there. Of course, anywhere in between, I can get rugged. And I get rugged sometimes. Most of them are rugs. However, when there's volume, I was arguing with a guy on Twitter. Well, I wasn't arguing. He tried to argue with me, saying, yeah, technical analysis on the coin, when you can get rugged or whatever. Dude, the coin just came out, has volume, I'm looking for an entry. Simple. Trendline break, sweep of the low that retested or is the closest. And here, entry, this is NASDAQ, M1, trendline break, sweep of the high that retested or is the closest. So here it didn't even touch the breaker, it reacted from the FVG. This trendline break here, it retested the IMDOB. Sweep of the low that is, no, the high, sorry. The high that is the closest. Because you see here, it goes down, it goes up. So here on S15, it was a high that was the closest. Sweep of that into the IMDOB. So, you can combine this with whatever you want, here IMDOB, here you can find SBS, then you frame it how you want. I frame it this way. And I like, let's move forward. Sorry, it's the second time recording the video. I hope the mic works. I tested it should work now. Trendline break, sweep, blah, blah, here in the breaker. Trendline break here, sweep of the low that retested. Here, IMDOB. Here there's a breaker. This is M1, so here there was a breaker. Well, you can see it on M1 too, but on S15 would probably clear, breaker. Here, trendline break, sweep of the low that is the closest are retested here, one, then another trendline break, sweep of the low that retested. Here, low-hanging fruits also, I don't remember if it went all the way up, this or that. It's not about this. I do low-hanging fruits, but I expect reactions from those lows or highs, that retested or initiated a trendline break. 2 lines is all you need. No overcomplication. Don't take my word for it. Go look on your chart. This is not about my trades. This is not about the trade I take or I made a 5 handle, 35 handle. It's not about this. It's about sharing an observation for you to go look on your charts and you let me know. NASDAQ M1. This is the trading view. I don't know what was on H4 here or this or the blue. It doesn't matter. Trendline break. You get the drill. NAS M1. Trendline break. Sweep of the low that initiated this time. Now here, sweep of the low that is the closest. Here, and IMDOB went up. This trendline break here. Sweep of the closest. NAS M5 trendline break, sweep of the low that we tested. Here there's a breaker on M5, and then you see here it put a unicorn on M5. Unicorn is a VG and a breaker. It doesn't matter. Whatever you want to frame it with. Trendline break, 2 lines. 2 lines. No need to overcomplicate. I've been complicating my trading. Too much content, too many content. That's why I make 10 minutes video. Like, is all you need, in my opinion, is all I need anyway. So, you know, the 2 lines are the final nails in the coffin. That's it. Not here to argue. If you don't like it, don't look for it. If you like it, look for it and let me know. If you don't like it, it's not my problem. Trendline break. This is SHIB M5. Trade I took also. Trendline break, sweep of the low that we tested here, breaker, blah blah. Ah, that's the. Was it the same? Oh no, this was NAS. Yeah, so it's all the same. All charts. Trendline break, blah blah, sweep of the low that is the closest. Boom, here breaker. I like breakers for entry me. So yeah, you can enter a turtle soup, blah blah, whatever you want. Here, a trade I took yesterday. This coin, meme coin, was 24 hours old. This was an M5. Trendline break, sweep of the low that is the closest breaker. So I took it. Somebody said, oh, and then I shared it. Somebody told me, yeah, but it failed, bro. What the fuck you mean it failed? Here, 200k market cap. It went up to 400k market cap. That's a 400x. That's 2 times your thing. You can get rugged anywhere in between. Yes, that's a different story. I'm talking about price action here when there is volume. It failed. I mean, I was targeting this, but I exited here when I saw it was failing, but it still gave 100%, you know? So I exited here at 300 or something. So this was a 50% on return on investment. So, you know, you have to manage. You know, it's not, oh, trend line break, sweep of that, then it goes back to the moon, we're back bullish for the next 2 weeks. No, it's not about that. It's about, I expect reactions at these places. This is the guy gave me shit on Twitter. Yeah, technical analysis on a coin that is on a meme coin. Yes, they can. I have to repeat this because this is rather risky. But I mean, somebody said, "Oh, don't share meme coins. People will get wrecked holding the bag." Like, don't you think people can get wrecked on Nasdaq? People get railed every day on Nasdaq when it drops. 60 handles, 600 handles, or when it pumps this or that. It's, you manage how you want. Me, the coin was literally just came out. This was 30 minutes old coin. Can get rugged anywhere in between. 100% I get rugged anywhere in between. However, if I'm looking for an entry, trendline break, sweep S15 on a 30 minute old coin. Shit coin. If I'm looking for an entry for quick returns, this is not financial advice. Entry was about entry here, boom, trendline break, blah blah, and then it ran 300x, you know, from 100k market cap to 300k market cap. This was yesterday. Same. Coin could get rugged, blah blah. It's not about that. It's about price action when there's volume. So now that's crazy because Nasdaq, Forex, crypto that have $1 billion market cap, or a crypto that just came out 10 minutes ago and has 50k market cap, they move the same. So don't ask me why they move the same. I don't know if it's an algorithm, or I don't know if it's market makers or degen traders like me that see the same shit and act on it the same. Anyway, all I know is if I'm looking for an entry, I'm looking for a trendline break, sweep of the low that retested or is the closest or initiated. In that case, it was the closest. And here there's a breaker, bro. There is a breaker. This is a M1 chart breaker here. So I entered here. Upon confirmation, I took profit. I had a profit target 3x. So that's 300% return on investment. So I'm not putting a house on these, you know, like 0.5 sol, 1 sol, a quarter sol, $10. Even if, imagine if you put $10, like This is not financial advice. It's the same as if you were putting $10 on NAS, you know. But here, it's 3x, you know. Then you get rugged sometimes. It's not about this. It's about price action when there's volatility, when there is volume, you know. I don't know why it moves like this, but it does. All assets class. Here it ended up running, so I exited at 150, you know, it ended up running to $1 million, 800K market, I don't care. This is not about, because I have my bags of long-term bags on the side of project that I think will, but this is a different story. This is not about an investing story. This is about looking for entries. I believe 2 lines is all I need. All the rest, of course, builds confluence around it. That's about it. Now you can look on your charts. 2 lines, trend line break. I'm not chasing the trend line break. I'm not entering on the break. I'm entering on the sweep of the low or the high that initiated or that retested or is the closest. And then you frame this with IMDOB, with DTFX, with SBS, ICT, Turtle Soup, whatever you want. You let me know. Thank you. God bless.